how's your day off so far? Like 10, 15 out there? Butthead made us a little bit late to getting online this morning. She just, there were a couple of spots that she was very adamant needed an extra good sniff. So, not bad. You're going to food bank and over at your school today. Nice. So is this like a school, like one of your schools that you went to growing up, or is this like a school like, it's like a university you went to when you were in college? Goodbye. Dude, you jumped up here, you made the bed completely all messy. I just made the bed, and you completely messed the whole thing up, and then you just jumped down. It makes no sense to me. Not this way you're currently taking classes? Oh, nice. I don't think you told me you were taking classes right now. What are you taking classes for? If you'd like to share, of course. Open to students and staff members, nice. You're getting a certificate for medical coding? Oh, nice. Classes started yesterday? How's that been for you so far? Just the last day or so, just getting back into the swing of things. This is your first time since grad school, like taking like a course kind of a thing for yourself? Oh, you took one last semester as well? Gotcha. I haven't done any like certificates really in person. Like the ones that were required of me. Most of the stuff I have like certificates and certifications and all that stuff for. Most of that I did online or went to a conference. I'm very pro like, yo, get that shit done, especially for coding and AI. Not so much for AI right now. I just read an article about 2 weeks ago that talked about how most AI beta models inside of the tech industry here in California are failing about 90 something percent of the time. So I don't know if AI is what I want to be studying right now. Maybe we need to give it another 3 or 4 more years. But I do a lot of the Harvard U Online stuff personally. I really like a lot of their classes. I did oh, what's it called? I did basic through them, and then I did my basic Python class through Harvard U Online. It was really helpful. The book you're using is a rental, and getting access. Oh, I'm sorry, that's frustrating. Does the place you're using where you're taking classes, do they use Canva for online courses? I know Blackboard Vista is not a thing anymore, and if it is a thing, then someone needs to be taken care of. I just rather didn't update my. You saw an article about AI following the bald head of a referee because it thought it was the ball. You guys are using Blackboard Vista? No, Julia. No. Blackboard Vista hasn't been good since 2004, 2005. I am so sorry. I used Blackboard Vista when I first started going to college, and it sucked then. I just sincerely hope for your sanity. I hope it got better. honestly, I'm blown away right now that there are still schools using Blackboard. Blackboard Learn. I need to look this up now. Sure, we'll use Bling so I earn the points. It's a web-based virtual learning environment and learning management system developed by Blackboard Inc. So is this what Blackboard Vista became? History, Blackboard LLC, Blackboard Inc., company expansion and buyout, new leadership. Yeah, so this is what Blackboard Vista became, is what you're using. This is really fucking interesting. Because it's all developed by a company called Anthology Inc. That is their new name. They were previously known as Blackboard. So they're an educational technological company based out of Boca Raton. And they are known for Blackboard Learn, a learning management system. And it merged with Anthology in late 2021. Wow. They invested a lot. They were bought out by Providence. I knew about that. They got into K through 12 learning. Saw that. So they are, after over a decade of being away, they are trying to break back into higher education, is what it looks like. Wow. So I'll show you this, and then we'll get started, Julia. Good morning, Daily Dose of Rose. Daily Dose of Rose, what learning system do you guys use at Sierra Canyon? Do you guys use Blackboard Learn, or do you guys use Canva? Or Canvas, sorry, Canvas. Canvas, that's what I'm thinking of. So by the time I was wrapping up college, this is what everybody was kind of using. It's from a company called Instructure. It's a very big company. I would say most major universities in the United States of America currently use this um, for online e-learning. Hey, Moxie. And when the University of Utah switched from Blackboard to this, all of us were like, no, no, no. And then like within like a week, we're like, oh my God, this is so much better. But this is what most major universities will use for their education. And what's interesting is they also make a corporate version. I don't want your chatbot, go away. They also make a corporate version. I don't want to click on anything crazy on this website because I don't know where it all takes me to. There we go, business and governments. So you guys use Canvas, but you can't talk right now. Got it, understood, Rose. But yeah, so sometimes at your workplace, you will end up using this exact same software. I have had friends that graduated from college and they were like, oh my God, I'm so thankful that I'm no longer a college student anymore. I'm so excited to never have to look at Canvas ever again. and then they got their big boy or big girl corporate job after college. And their corporate company uses Instructure for their onboarding and training. It was one of the funniest moments of my entire adult life to go out for drinks with my friend, and he was legitimately crying at the bar. Legitimately crying. Grown ass man, 23, 24 years old, and he has a big boy job, and he's bawling his eyes out because he thought 4 weeks earlier that he was never going to have to use Canvas ever again. It was funny. In the moment, it was really, really funny. But anyway, little fun tidbit and facts that I know about higher education. That's really cool that Blackboard is still in the game. I'm also happy to hear that they made some improvements, it looks like, because when I last used Blackboard, like I swear to God, guys, like a 6-year-old had written that program. So it's 2025. It sounds like they've made Julia. I hope at least Julia, they've made some significant improvements. But Julia, your announcement that you're using Blackboard is probably the second biggest shock of my day thus far. So I don't know what's going on with my chat. I'm getting all of your guys' messages in waves, and I know you guys do comment pretty routinely and actively, so I'm going to click refresh and then we'll get started. If you see anything, let me know. No complaints so far. That's good. That's good, Julia. Yeah, when I started college, it just didn't work really well. It wasn't even a feature thing. It was just everything took forever to load and all that stuff. So tattoo, pierce, mole, scar, skin stuff. By the way, Pizza Thug Puppy and I found out yesterday that if Pizza Thug Puppy just says the topic, about 80 to 90% of the time I will get the 4 items that fit in that topic. So if we want to adjust how we're communicating, we have an option to think some things through if we don't want to type as much. I'm not like here to proclaim like this is always how it's gonna work, but it was just Pizza and I yesterday, and all she was saying was like large and city, and I was like, oh, those 4. So yeah, learned a new trick. So tattoo, pierce, scar, and mole. Distinguishing characteristics. These can be cute. If biology gave you a mole that's extra large and hairy, though, I've had one removed. I'm just saying. But they're cute when they're like small and perfectly placed. Badger, skunk, rat, and toad are animals. Yeah, they are. But not animals that go together in this puzzle, unfortunately. We were not one away either. You thought it might be too easy? Yeah, the easy ones are always the ones that trick us. Rat, skunk, creep, heel, things you call men. Oh wow. Foot, heel, step, creep, foot things. Let's go with it, because I was actually looking at that too. No. Hopping into meetings but listening sounds good, Moxie. I mean, you just stepped away for like 4 or 5 days, so they're probably ready for you. Sorry, we just got some help. Coasted. Costed. Nah, it's all good. It's really just you and I, Julia, because Moxie's in a meeting now, and Daily Dose of Rose is driving on her way to class today. I'm gonna go. Try yours. Yours was skunk, creep, heel, and rat. A real jerk. So, Moxie, you were close. All correct. Your category was wrong, though. I can't give you any love on the category. But great job on putting the 4 together. Not all men are jerks. You had Toad in there. I'm only a jerk sometimes. Yay! I think we get to stay in today. I think we get to stay in today. So excited. Especially since I didn't do my therapy assignment, and I got to do that this afternoon. And I didn't really want to do that in the park. Not all men, yet always a man. You sure about that, Julia? You only hear people say creep when they are calling people something. Creep could also mean sneak. That is true. I'm going to let you ladies in after we're done with this puzzle on a little secret. We men take a lot of hits for a lot of things that are not always our fault. Oh, I can't find it. It was a long time ago, too. I think it was like last week that I screenshot that. Oh, well. You can badger somebody, you can bar somebody. one away, and we only have one more guess. That was one away. Yeah, I don't have another guess to use. This is gonna be it. If else we can figure it out. That was one away. Change to Toad from Ride. Harry, Bug, Badger, and Bob. Harry, Bug, Badger. Yeah, so what's the third one then? If we do that, because these four were one away. So it needs to be one of those four. It's not going to be Toad. And Moxie thinks change Ride to Toad. So it would be this and that. Badger, Ride, Bug, and Harry. Okay, so I'm curious about the one we were working on. So we're going to do it the other way, like a weirdo. Pester. I just wanted to get that one first because we were working on it already. Words before stool. That is the right order in which this puzzle needs to be done because the words before stool is not one that I would have gotten without the information that it's a word before something. I hate this game. Kevin needs to start joining us for this game because he's the reason we play this game and he never joins us for Connections or Wordle. What a stinkerhead. Boom, ba-doom. Mountain West schools. Cross, hook, jab, uppercut. Gonna guess X. No, one away. Is it 10? X, 10, X, those are both 10. Is it all things that use Roman numerals? No. Associated with Eli Manning, Highland Games, Olympic Winter X Games. I don't know what Highland Games are. Man, we started off so good. It's okay. Eli Manning has no business being in any puzzle. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Ever, 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 ever. He is not the answer to any question, ever. The answer to any question is Peyton. Anyone have a good starting word of the day? Flower. Oh wait, Leafs or flower? I got two guesses. I just realized. Which one am I going with? Technically, Moxie's was first. Flower is good. All right, let's try flower then. Flower was not good. Now it's both of your faults. I'm just playing with you. It's okay. We have a backup. We got a backup. Actually, we can't do the backup because we're missing a word. Ooh, damn it, least is 6 words. Misty? Okay. We have 10 letters that are not in this word so far. Let's see it. All right, we have an E and an A. That's helpful. Is that right? Is that how you spell need? Oh, that can't be it. That can't be it. Damn it. exact, no C or T. No R. Could it be Waken? I don't like trying a W, but honest to God, we've tried every other letter in this game. Yeah, seriously, Julia. I'm gonna try this. I don't love trying a W, but we have an N, and the E does go in the last spot. I'm assuming EA. How do you spell anal? A-N-A-L? There's no Q. Q's out because there's no U. J. Maybe? I don't think that's a word, is it? No. I don't think there's anything J. G? Yeah, you can try it. I don't know if all we know is the E though, so I don't know how helpful that's gonna be. Do I consider it cheating? Yes. However, the person that's Mr. 95% honest over here needs to learn how to let some things go every once in a while. Mmm. What if there's two N's? I think this works. Is it with two N's or is it one N? It is two N's. You sure? I don't know about that. You were at the Annex last September? That is how you spell it. Nice, Daily Dose of Rose. Okay. Alright, we'll try it out. Hey! I should have just stuck with it the first time. I'm sorry. Went to the exhibit in New York City. Oh, nice, Mox. I have not done that one. It was so good. Oh, man. The one thing I wanted to do both times I've been to Amsterdam, and I haven't gone there for like a trip or even a business trip. I've just had layovers there. Is I want to go to the Anne Frank house. Yeah, it is. Well, thank you all for hanging out this morning and joining in. It was nice to have some company. It's been a couple of quiet mornings. Ciali's been busy, and I know Moxie was out of town, and Julia had a long stretch of days working, so. Oh my gosh, Julia, yeah. I'm gonna post it in Discord, but if anyone wants to help out, I'm like really close to the room today. I'm like 57, so I'm like $6-ish away. If anyone wants to help, but I'm gonna hopefully stick around here, and then I have therapy later. I have homework too that I didn't get done, so I'm gonna spend some time this afternoon. What happened on Sunday? Sunday I went to the park. It was the same. Oh, absolutely, Julia. Focus on your needs first. I mean, the reality is, like, for things like little 5 and 10 buck things, like, Easy and Alicia have helped me out with that in the past, so yeah, I always appreciate all of your guys' help, but there's always been people, I think, that can help me with, like, these little tiny things. But I do appreciate it. I don't want you guys putting yourselves in a bad spot to care for my well-being. But yeah, so hopefully you can stick around today. So yeah, Moxie. So I went to the park. Just couldn't get any help with the room on Sunday, so yeah, I packed up the wagon and It just like it's not. I haven't really talked about it. I don't want to talk about it. It's just like making the trip to the park is no longer like it's not really an option. Um, yeah, so that's all you really I think miss, Moxie. It's just yeah. If I can't keep the room, um, my hands. Um, so we're kind of doing a little bit better. The right hand is definitely way worse than the other one. You can still see the swelling up on the ridge here. Um, the right hand is still really rough. The left hand's doing better though. I didn't use this one as much. I have more full function with this hand, and it's not as swelling. You can see the swelling's gone down a little bit, but the right hand, yeah, the right hand's still pretty. Yeah, I think it's just like it's one thing to like have the tools, but it's a whole other thing like it was just the trip up to the park, which is all it has never been an easy trip with the suitcase and the two backpacks and Roxy. It has never, ever been simple or easy. It's always been very difficult. And this just took it to another level. All in all, it was about 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and 30 minutes to get there, and about an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours to get back down to the motel. So, just yeah, unfortunately, the streaming equipment is just too heavy, and then also just the size, dimensions, and all of the things associated with the wagon and things like that. It's just a little bit like it's basically walking 2.3 miles with one of the handheld like forklift things that you use to move the pallet jacks that you use in warehouses. It was like walking with one of those in your hand, plus a suitcase. So and the dog. The dog was Roxy was the X factor in making things challenging. So no, it's not even a 90 to 100 degree day thing. Daily dose of rose. It's a. This is not something that I am physically capable of doing. Like I physically am not capable of making that journey. Um, so yeah, so like next time we don't have the room, I'm just gonna have to leave some things behind, unfortunately, um, or ask for help with the ride and risk the $150 pet cleaning fee. It's it's not even it's Rose. It's not even. Don't even try to understand this. There's nothing in this conversation that you can take to help you understand how difficult it was. It's not about far. It's not about heat. It's about everything associated with it. It is not a thing. It is just physically not possible. Any update on local friends? Yeah, there is no update. I'm on my own. That's the update. So yes, there is an update, but that's the update. Is I'm on my own. Daily Dose of Rose, it is not something that you can even see to understand. It is something you have to experience to understand. And it is not possible for you to drive down here, grab my things, and then grab Roxy and make the trip to and fro and then understand. Because you also have to be in the like life position that I'm in that makes you having to do that necessary. And it is not something that you can recreate, and it is not something that you can understand. So I understand that there's that desire to understand it. You will never understand what I went through on Sunday, Rose. Okay, take care, Moxie. Sorry for taking up your attention, but I hope you have fun at work. Hope it's not a bad day. Have a good day, Moxie. But yeah, it's definitely just not something you can understand, Rose. But it was just a very, very challenging. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna be doing, but yeah, definitely getting up to the park on my own is no longer a possibility. So yeah, I know, Rose. And it's okay. This is a part of the experience. I hold zero animosity towards anybody for not being able to help me out. It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna hopefully be able to stick around today. I think I'll be able to. I'm pretty close, and I have got a pretty incredible community. And as challenging as it has been to learn how to accept help, it's usually better to. Oh no, you can't, Julia. You absolutely cannot, especially seeing as your city is being targeted. Yeah, it's right now. California is every single day I am waking up in California is looking safer and safer and safer and safer. Right now. In fact, our state just signed an agreement with like fucking Denmark the other day. Um, Hang on, let me pull it up on. I'm on. I don't need to pull it up on my phone. I need to pull it up on my computer screen. Yeah. You're hoping being in Illinois will be enough. I'm hoping it will too. Yeah. Um, so while our president of our nation is destroying our country, the governor of our state is hoping to do some big things. Talk later, Daily Dose of Rose. Take care. So like, yo, like the current dipshits like tearing walls down. Ours is building walls up. I love it. United States of California on the way. We'll talk about this in another live, but I will say, Julia, just my final thought because I know everyone's got to head out. Yeah, it took years for me to get back to California. It was not a I got lucky. It took a lot of hard work and effort to get back to this state after having to be trapped in Utah for 12 years. It was worth the effort in this moment to get back to this state. It was 100% worth the effort. Because right now, being in this state may very well, despite the challenging situation that I'm in, it might ultimately very well save my life. So, yeah. Um, Hoping for the best for us all. Um, Rose, I know you're off. Julia, I know you have the day off. If anyone's able to help, I always appreciate it. But yeah, hopefully she'll be able to stick around. Just looking for a few bucks for just the extra $5-6 for the room and then lunch. So, and then we'll be all set. And then I am gonna get on TikTok live, hell or high water, somehow, some way tonight. Just to work towards my growth, towards getting an agent that can help me fix all of my problems. So, oh, thank you so much, Julia. I really appreciate it. I'll skip the Discord message then today. We'll give the rest of the community a breather. I really appreciate that, Julia. I really hope that doesn't put you guys out at all. As you know, I don't want to put anyone in a bad spot. But I'll get that all paid. I'll try to be online. This has been very difficult. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to game today. I'm going to try to if I can, but um, I think I just need to get some more lotion on my hands and yeah. Oh, nice. So I'm excited to get in the food bank just to be able to get some things stocked up. I'm only gonna be able to go for like a month or so, and then they're gonna kick me out. A lot of those resources are heavily monitored out here for the people that need it the most. And a mostly mentally stable guy with a college education does not qualify as a person who gets to get hundreds of dollars in free food given to him every Tuesday morning. So, but I'm really hoping they can help me out with like some simple things in the beginning, and especially if they can help me out with some produce when my time comes, Julia. Produce would just be the biggest thing that I would love to get some help with when the time comes. The one I went to earlier this month is only once every 30 days. Yeah, the one I have is my day is Tuesday. I have been assigned Tuesdays, so I can go there on Tuesdays, but it's in my own neighborhood and I don't qualify for everything. And it's like a pre-thing made box, and they give you the box and you take the box home. So whatever's in the box is what you get. Yeah. It's because of my situation. It's because I've been classified as um, someone in transitional homelessness and someone with, you know, yeah, my education and all that stuff. It just is what it is. But if they can help me out with the produce thing and maybe like some seasonings, I think I like some of that stuff. We're all gonna be in great. I'm gonna be in a great spot. It's gonna be fine. I don't need pots and pans. I don't need any of those things. I just need like some of the simple things to kind of get going. And I think the rest we can all sort through. Um, but yeah, huge lifesaver. Julia, I guess I'll see you tonight then. Because I know you're off today and tomorrow, you said, right? After your 4 or 5 days in a row. Nice. Yeah. Hopefully I'm in a decent mood. I have a therapy assignment I gotta work on, so I'm really hoping that between that and therapy everything's cool. Yeah, it's always I remember those shift work days, those 4 or 5 days in a row is always a tough stretch. So yeah, I'll see you tonight, Julia. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help and keeping me up. It means a lot. I'll see you tonight. Take care.